Today I want to do another quick sensory dive. I want to talk about sound, and what I'm going to be doing is a 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz sound sweep. That's a sweep of all of the sounds that are hypothetically possible to hear with the human ear. And just a reminder about sound. What is sound? It's a series of pressure changes in the air that gets converted into pressure changes in fluid, and those get converted into electrical signals in the brain. That's where they're interpreted. So first, pressure waves traveling through the air are collected by the pinna and by the external auditory meatus, and they're directed inward toward that tympanic membrane or the eardrum. Then they get transmitted by the ossicles, those tiny bones in the middle ear, to the fluid of the cochlea in the inner ear. And that's where some of these interesting processes start to occur. So the stapes, that last middle ear ossicle, moves in and out of the oval window of the cochlea, and in doing so, it causes that fluid inside of the cochlea, the perilymph, to move. And as the perilymph moves, it causes changes in the shape of the basilar membrane of the cochlear duct. So the basilar membrane moves, and hair cells that are within the basilar membrane change shape. They bend when the basilar membrane is bending, and they cause signals to be sent along that vestibulocochlear nerve and to be interpreted by the brain. But how can you hear different frequencies or pitches of sound? Different regions of that basilar membrane have different physical characteristics, and they cause different frequencies to reach different amplitudes at different positions along the basilar membrane. Higher frequency sounds are transduced at the base of the cochlea, the base of that spiral shaped cave within the temporal bone, and those lower frequencies get transduced at the apex. So different hair cells sense different frequencies and stimulate central nervous system neurons that perceive different pitches. So now I'm going to play this sound sweep video that starts at very low frequency sounds, 20 hertz, and goes up to 20,000 or 20,000 hertz, the human audio spectrum. And I'll let you know when I'm hearing sounds. So right now it's playing at 20 hertz, very low frequency sounds that would hypothetically be stimulating the apex of the cochlea. And I'm not hearing anything yet. Right around 50 to 60 hertz. I'm starting to hear a very low pitched sound. You can hear a low hum, sounds sort of like an airplane engine. It's getting higher. And you might be able to hear it now too, some of these frequencies that be stimulating the base of the cochlea. We're getting up into the several hundred hertz. Getting higher pitched sounds, those that are stimulating down toward the base of the cochlea, causing the basilar membrane to vibrate, causing those hair cells to bend, release neurotransmitters, and travel along the vestibulocochlear nerve. And we're getting up into thousands of hertz now, these very high frequency sounds. And we're up around 6,000 hertz, and I can still hear it. My dog is starting to get more interested. We're up into the 10, 11,000, starts to sound like little mice. And around 14,000, this is where I can't hear anything beyond that point, but younger people may be able to perceive sounds beyond that point. As you get older, you lose your ability to hear higher frequency sounds. Why is it higher frequency sounds specifically? Remember that high frequency sounds are those that are detected at the base of the cochlea. The hair cells that are down at the base of the cochlea that are closer to the outside world, those are more susceptible to damage. So as you get older, you start to lose your ability to hear higher frequency sounds.